Okay, so 48 hours without food, 2 full days. No breakfast, no lunch, no dinner, no sneaky midnight cheese from the fridge. Sounds insane, right? That's exactly what I thought before I tried it. And honestly, what happened to my body was wild. We're talking mental clarity I've never experienced, fat melting off in places I didn't even know stored fat, and energy levels that made me question everything I thought I knew about food. But here's the thing, I also made some mistakes, big ones, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened so you don't mess this up like I almost did. Before we dive in, let me be clear, this isn't medical advice. I'm just a guy who loves experimenting with fasting and sharing what actually works. If you've got health conditions, talk to your doctor first. Cool? Cool. Let's get into it. So why 48 hours specifically? Why not 24? Why not 72? Great question. Here's the deal. At around 24 hours of fasting, your body starts shifting from burning glucose to burning fat. That's nice. That's cute. But at 48 hours, that's when the magic really kicks in. Your growth hormone levels can spike up to 5 times higher than normal. Your cells start this process called autophagy, which is basically your body eating its own damaged cells and recycling them into new healthy ones. Think of it like your body doing a deep clean of a really messy apartment, throwing out the trash, fixing the broken stuff, making everything shiny and new. Now let me tell you about my first 48-hour fast because it was a disaster. I woke up on day 1 feeling motivated. I had my water ready, I had my electrolytes, I was pumped. By hour 12, I felt fine. By hour 18, I started getting a little hungry, but nothing crazy. Then hour 24 hit, and I thought I was dying. Not actually dying, but my brain was convinced I needed food immediately or something terrible would happen. Spoiler alert, nothing terrible happened. That was just my body throwing a tantrum because it wasn't getting its usual sugar fix. Here's what I learned. The hunger comes in waves. It doesn't just build and build until you explode. It peaks around hour 20 to 24 for most people, and then something crazy happens. It just goes away. Your body finally gets the memo that no food is coming, and it switches fuel sources. It's like your body says, okay, fine, I guess we're burning fat now. And suddenly, you feel amazing. Hour 30 was when things got interesting. I had this weird burst of energy, like I'd had 3 espressos but without the jitters. My brain felt sharp. I was focused. I cranked out more work in 2 hours than I normally do in an entire day. This is what our ancestors experienced when they were hunting for food. Your body doesn't want you to be sluggish when you need to find your next meal. It wants you alert, focused, and ready to chase down a deer or whatever. Obviously, I wasn't chasing any deer. I was answering emails. But still, the energy was real. Now, here's where I messed up on my first attempt. I didn't take electrolytes seriously. I thought water was enough. It's not. When you're fasting, your body flushes out sodium, potassium, and magnesium like crazy. And when those get too low, you feel terrible. Headaches, fatigue, muscle cramps, brain fog, all of that. I learned this the hard way at hour 36, when I got a headache so bad I almost quit. Don't be like me. Get some salt in your water, a little potassium, some magnesium if you have it. Your body will thank you. Hour 40 was honestly the hardest part for me. Not because I was hungry, but because I was bored. I realized how much of my day revolved around food, thinking about food, preparing food, eating food, cleaning up after food. When you take all that away, you suddenly have so much time. And also so much mental space that used to be occupied by, what am I going to eat for dinner? It's kind of freeing actually, but also a little uncomfortable at first. And then finally, hour 48, I made it. And here's the crazy part. I wasn't even that hungry. My body had fully adapted. I felt light, clear, and honestly, kind of proud of myself. I had just gone 2 full days without eating, and I felt better than I do on most regular eating days. That's when it clicked for me. We don't need to eat as often as we think we do. Our bodies are way more capable than we give them credit for. Now, let's talk about breaking the fast, because this is where a lot of people completely ruin all their progress. You've just spent 48 hours letting your digestive system rest and repair. The last thing you want to do is slam it with a massive pizza and a bucket of wings. Trust me, your stomach will revolt. I learned this on my second 48-hour fast when I broke it with a huge meal and spent the next 3 hours regretting every life choice I'd ever made. Instead, start small. Some bone broth is perfect. Maybe some eggs, a little bit of avocado. Give your body 30 to 60 minutes to wake up, then you can have a proper meal. Your digestive system needs time to ramp back up. Treat it gently. So, what were the actual results? In those 48 hours, I lost about 4 pounds. Now, before you get too excited, a lot of that was water weight that came back once I started eating again. But I did lose real fat too. Over time, doing these extended fasts periodically completely changed my body composition. My stubborn belly fat that wouldn't budge no matter what I did finally started disappearing. My face got leaner. My energy stabilized. I stopped having those crazy afternoon crashes where I needed a nap or a snack just to function. But honestly, the physical changes weren't even the best part. The mental clarity was insane. The discipline I built carried over into other areas of my life, and the relationship I developed with food completely transformed. I stopped eating out of boredom. I stopped eating just because it was noon and that's lunchtime. I started eating when I was actually hungry. Revolutionary concept, I know. Here's my advice if you want to try this. Start with shorter fasts first. Get comfortable with 16 hours, then 24. Then try 48. Don't just jump into the deep end without knowing how to swim. Prepare your electrolytes ahead of time. Stay busy during the fast so you're not just sitting around thinking about food. And plan a gentle meal to break your fast with. 48 hours without food sounds extreme until you try it. Then you realize it's actually very doable. And the benefits? They're absolutely worth it. All right, that's it for this one. If you found this helpful, smash that subscribe button. I post new videos every week breaking down fasting strategies that actually work. No fluff, no nonsense, just real results. I'll see you in the next one.